Take a deep breath with me right now. Thinking a moment of your life when you thought, I cannot go on. Maybe it was a loss. Maybe it was a betrayal. Maybe it was a financial burden. Maybe it was a collapse. Or maybe it was a health crisis. So you felt cornered, broken, powerless. And now is the moment that I can tell you that I lived it. But I lived it during 5 years. And I didn't live it in this place. I lived it in a prison cell in Venezuela. So I'm going to talk about my story. My name is Jose Pereira. And I was the CEO of CITGO Petroleum. I was invited to a meeting in Caracas, Venezuela, a last-minute meeting. I was in the pinnacle of my career. I was ready to get retired. And I flew to Caracas. In the middle of the meeting, instead of standing ovation, I was wrongfully detained. I was accused to be an American spy. I was accused to commit treason to that country. And I was accused of a lot of accusations. I was stripped from my freedom. I was stripped from my career. I was stripped from my health. And I was also stripped from my hope. But that is not a story of defeat, because this is a story of comebacks. I'm here to talk to you that I'm here and I could come back. So I just not didn't survive. I came back stronger with a mission to help others to turn their worst moment into the greatest comebacks. So let me tell you a little bit how was my first day of captivity. It was really the hardest moment in my life. I was shocked. I was with fear. I felt the injustice. I was angered. I really had a lot of anger against God. Why you made this to me? So imagine, picture this. Imagine the smell of the damp cell. Imagine the sound of the lock clinking when it was shut off the door. The heavy silence of not knowing when or if I will be freed. So I felt really lost. So in that moment, the silence is your worst nightmare, but at the same time, it's your only companion. So your prison may not be the walls that I went through, or maybe it will not be the guards, but it could be a debt, it could be a toxic relation, it could be a toxic job, it can be an illness, or it can be that you're broken, or you have a broken relationship. But the effect is the same. You feel trapped, you feel hopeless. So here is the truth. Your greatest prison is not a physical prison, it's your mindset. So there tells well if you're powerless or not. Maybe you're not a prisoner like I was, but you can be a prisoner of your mindset. You can be prisoner of your beliefs. You can be prisoner of the situation that you're going through. Think about it. I remember the day that I had a heart attack. I had a heart attack in captivity. So I thought, this is it. I felt I was dying. I woke up in a room with a lot of machines in the ER room. In the midst of getting tired, I was dying. But then I remembered that I promised that I received a message from God through a man named Richard Phillips. 1 month before my captivity, I was in a meeting, and there was a man called Richard Phillips, Captain Phillips, you know, the guy of the movie. He was a close speaker in a summit that we were carrying out in CITGO. And he was telling his story of survival because he was a hostage by the Somali pirates. And when he finished his speech, I told him how you did that. And this guy told me this: everybody has inside an unbreakable spirit. An unbreakable spirit that comes from God, but you need to unleash it. connected with you. So what was my turning point? From that day, I decided to fight. When I understood that, I decided to fight from the inside to out. I choose my faith over my fear. I choose the prayer. I choose the scripture. I choose the worship. I begin to read the Bible. I begin to worship, and I begin to understand that God was talking to me. So purpose was over despair. I visualized it. I visualized renewing with my family. I dreamed I would be helping others. One day I had a dream, a vivid dream, that I was going to come back and I was going to create my own foundation. That today I started my foundation called Angels Helping on Earth. So that was my purpose. So here is the second truth. Resilience is built in the shadows. It's before you celebrate any spotlight. The resilience doesn't come in the spotlight. It comes in those dark valleys that you're going through. It's in the shadows that you really build up resilience. And resilience is not only bouncing back, it's bouncing back stronger. Learning when you fail and you fall and bounce back stronger. You can create your own daily comeback routine. Start each morning with a mindset shift. Write down 3 things that you are grateful for. Express gratitude. Express gratitude. Be grateful. Be kind with yourself. And when you wake up, say, thanks God that I'm alive. Thanks God that you gave me the life. And thanks God that I have my freedom. So start with those 3 things. The things that you feel that you have to be grateful. Take one courage actions every day. Baby steps. And give you, the palm in the shoulder that you're doing great. So that came the day of my release. It became my breakthrough. It became my real start of my new life. I was in my prison cell. I remember that we were in the darkest moment. I was with one of my colleagues and he was really down. And I came to him and said, hey, my friend, what happened to you? And he said, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I don't know when this is gonna finish, but I'm not gonna make it. And I remember telling him, you have to stay strong. You have to stay strong because you will never know when God is gonna make the miracle. And the miracle happened hours after. At 5 a.m. in the morning, they opened the door and the director of the prison said, dress up that you're freed. So it came my release day. I will never forget landing in here in San Antonio, Texas, in the Army Brooks military base. Seeing my family, holding my wife, hugging my grandsons, hugging my daughter, hugging my son, hugging all my family. That day came after 1,775 days. You already have passed 1,775 days. But in that moment, every battle, every prayer, every fear was really worth it because I came back. So your comeback isn't just the day you walk free. It's every day that you take the decision along the way to never give up. No matter what circumstance you're going, you will never give up. Champions. That third truth to be a champion. Your comeback story is someone else's survival guide. So here, today I'm talking to you, that you think that you cannot make it, to you and to you. And I'm here saying that your story hasn't been ended. That if you go into any situation, that is not the end, it's the beginning of something bigger that is coming to you. Because sometimes, many times, God puts you to cross the desert, to cross a valley, because you need to be forged. You need to be forged like it's forged the gold in the fire. You need to be forged like the diamond is forged. You need to be forged like the iron is converted in steel, because that's gonna make you better. So here, that's the truth, that your champion survival story can be the survival guide to someone else. Who I'm talking to today? Am I talking to you? Are you hearing me because you feel that you're hopeless? Are you hearing this because you don't know how to handle your business? You're broken? Your marriage is going through a hardship? Are you having an illness? I'm here telling you that you're better than that. Remember, inside you had that unbreakable spirit, but you had to praise God. You had to talk with Him, because remember, God make impossibles possibles. So I'm gonna talk about you what had to be a champion's roadmap. First of all, you have to define your North Star. Have your purpose. See what is your guidance, your North Stars, and pursue that. That's gonna become your dream. Pursue it. Know exactly how you will fight for it. Go for it. Be determined. No matter what is gonna be your circumstance, you're gonna pursue and pursue and pursue, and you will be looking like it already happened. Don't see you where you are today. See you where you want to be. Build your inner fortress. Guard your mindset. Fuel your spirit. Reject toxic voices. Take out all those voices that say you're not gonna make it. That inner voice that says, I'm not good enough. Stop doing that. Take out all the toxic people of your life and be surrounded the people that build an atmosphere where you can thrive. Believe in yourself, but you have to have the proper mindset. You have to build your inner fortress, surrounded by people that believe in you. Third, lead from the scars. The scars, they're gonna be there, but the scars are not gonna hurt, because your wounds will become scars. The scars will remind you the battle you went through, but they will not hurt. So lead from those scars that you had there. Don't lead through the wound. Don't speak from the fresh pain. Speak from the healed pain, so others can see what is possible. Remember, God made possible the impossible. I'm here to say that you're better than you believe, that you're stronger than you believe, that you have inside that inner force, that you have inside that inner spirit, that you have that unleashable spirit inside you. I'm here talking to somebody that wants to hear this. I'm here talking to somebody that needs to hear this. I went through that. I went through the darkest moment in my life. I could have not survived, but I survived. I went through a lot of illness. I not only went a heart attack, I had 2 times COVID. I suffered scabies 2 times. I suffered pneumonia. I suffered bronchitis. I fainted. I lost my memory. I should not be here, but I'm here. After 5 years of suffering, I could come back because I made my fear in my strengths, and I converted my mindset in my fortitude, and I connected to the strong belief in God and strong belief in faith and faith in me. And I said that I needed to come back stronger in body and in soul, in spirit, to my family. And I came back, because that's what the champions do. The champions come back, and you are a champion. So let's recap this. Your greatest prison is not a physical prison. is your mindset. That is your greatest prison. Your mindset. Create a fortitude. Create a fortitude that makes you create an atmosphere that support your mindset. Take out those inner voices that are saying you're not going to make it. Get out of that toxic relations. Take out those people that don't believe in you. Sometimes, unfortunately, it's your family. The family don't believe in you. If you have a dream, begin a business, they say, how are you going to do that? You're not good enough. You don't have the capability. You don't have the money. You don't blah, blah, blah. You don't blah, 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 blah. Don't stop hearing those voices. Resilience, second recap. Resilience is built in the shadows. Don't think that resilience you're going to build up when you're fine. Because when you're fine, leader can be anybody. The true leaders are forged in the shadows. When you have the floor that is shaking, when your windows and your walls are crumbling, when you're pushed from your comfort zone is where you're going to see if you're a true leader or not. I want to tell you, what is your thought about the leadership? Do you think you're a good leader or not? And if not, what are you waiting to become a good leader? And the third recap, your comeback story is someone else's survivor guide. Remember, your story will help others. Tell your story. Tell your testimony. It's going to be powerful to help others. Don't hide it. That's why today I have a podcast called Build the Resilient, where I interview people that have gone through incredible situation. And I have my coaching program called the Unbreakable Leadership Coaching Program, where I teach C-suite executive how they can unleash their unbreakable spirit, how can they regain balance with their business success and their personal fulfillment. And I have my book called From Hero to Villain, where I tell my story. And very soon is coming, my second book is a business book called Unstoppable, where I'm going to give you biblical principles. I'm talking today, biblical principles that will help you to guide through leadership. And it's going to be very soon in Amazon. So the next breakthrough that you're going to do, don't think that it's a breakthrough. Don't think that it's a setback. See it as a comeback. So stick to your beliefs. When life pushes back, there is a champion in you. It's not built. Build it, because you will win. The champion is forged. In those moments is that you will decide not to quit, but it's your decision. It's your decision if you decide to quit or not. So if you're a man locked in a foreign prison for 5 years that can come back, I stand today here to say that you don't have an excuse. You can do it. It's not your destiny. What are you waiting for? Again, if you want to connect with me, joseconnect.com, www.joseconnect.com. You can go there. You can find my speaking. You can have me a speaker in any of your events. You can see there my speaking. You can see there my podcast if you want to be my guest in Building Resilient podcast. If you want to have a one-on-one coaching, just DM me. I have my Unbreakable Spirit coaching program. And I have my book From Hero to Villain in Amazon. And now it's going to be Unstoppable. So you are unstoppable. You are an unbreakable leader. What are you waiting for? What is your excuse? What is your destiny? What is your purpose? I'm here to say you, all the champions always come back. Are you a champion or you are a loser? Do you want to come back or you want to quit? It's your personal decision. Think about it. Thank you for being here with me.